and welcome to our sixth tutorial in the series on drawing the full figure. In this lesson, we'll be studying the garments worn by hierarchs. In the ancient church, as also today, all bishops wore the sticharion, the inner garment which is usually white as it signifies the baptismal robe. It originates from the chiton or tunic that was commonly worn by both men and women in the Roman Empire. On top of this, they wear the epitrachilion, or stole, which literally means on the neck. The epimanikia or cuffs are worn around the sleeves of the sticharion. The epigonation, which means on the knee, is a square-shaped stiff cloth that hangs from a cord from the shoulder over the right knee. On top of this, the bishop wears the philonion, which is a long circular sleeveless garment, which in the West is called the chasuble, and on his shoulders the omophorion, which means a shoulder covering. It was originally a sheepskin worn by the elderly and infirm for warmth, and was later made out of the same material as the rest of the vestments. It is a reminder of the parable of the lost sheep, which the good shepherd found and laid on his shoulder, and signifies the fact that the bishop is entrusted with the safety of his flock. The sarkos that today is worn by all bishops instead of the philonion was originally only worn by the patriarchs of Constantinople. When depicted individually in frontal view, bishops hold a gospel book in their hand, whereas when they're depicted in the apse of the church in three-quarter view, St. John Chrysostom and St. Basil the Great hold scrolls with excerpts of the Divine Liturgy, and the other hierarchs have excerpts of their teachings. So having a general overview of the garments worn by bishops, let's draw them. We're going to start off with our axis line, top of the head, baseline for the feet. Divide our figure in half, half again here, and here, here. Divide this section to find the oval for the face, which will be wide on this side. Side. Rough outline for the hair. Here we have a shoulder height. And we're doing his beard. We'll be drawing St. James, the brother of the Lord, first Bishop of Jerusalem. Let's put the rough outline of the beard on over here. And we said 1.5 heads is the width of the body. So we're drawing our guidelines over here. This leg will be coming out at an angle over here. This is the supporting leg, and the foot will be coming out roughly over here. And as we mentioned before, when we're doing elderly saints, the shoulders will start higher up, and this is particularly true of hierarchs. Wear the omophorion, but the length of the arm, again, is going to be 1.5 heads from the shoulder height. The philonion will come around something like this, just to get a rough outline in. And we'll start by drawing the omophorion, which is on the shoulders. If the beard's not in the way, it comes like this and like that. also part of it that comes roughly up to the ear over here. And then there's a part that hangs down in the front. On some icons, it might hang all the way down to over here, but usually it hangs down, then is hooked over the arm, over here. It can also be drawn hanging over the arm in a shape like this. Draw it like this. And he's going to be holding a gospel book over here. Now they can hold the gospel book in a variety of different ways, as you'll see if you look at the icons in the resource PDF. Now we're going to have him with his hands covered by the garment. And at this point, it's important to point out that there's a belief among some that there's a mythical canon that bishops are not depicted holding the gospel book with their bare hands. If anyone makes a brief study of icons, they will see that this simply isn't true. In some icons, they have their hands covered as a sign of reverence, and in others, they don't. In general, we have to be careful when making up canons that simply don't exist. Unfortunately, there are many so-called canons of iconography that have no historical foundation at all. So, in this case, we're going to draw him with his hand covered. And we'll create some drop folds like this. Over here, on the center, you can see the cuff, the epimanikion. Same in the blessing gesture, like this. Now the omophorion has crosses on it. Following the form of the omophorion. As you see, this leg's going to be coming out in this direction. Put a fold over here. And now over here, now that we've got the leg and everything in place, before we draw this, we have the epitrachelion. It can be drawn as a single piece, or it can sometimes be seen as two separate cloths, which in fact it is, hanging like this. When it's as a single piece like this, it'll have 7 tassels hanging off it like this. And over here, we will have the epigonation. The final detail that we're going to add is the clavis or the potami, the lines that come down the side of the sticharion. It can be 1 or 2 lines, also depending on the angle that the figure is standing in. These were originally signs of rank in the Roman Empire. And there we have our full figure hierarch. Okay, now without going into the full detail of drawing the figure, I've already set up the basic outline. We're going to look at how to draw the sakos, as well as the polystavrion pattern, the multiple cross pattern that you'll often see on bishop's vestments. So you can get a basic idea of how to do that. We'll start off with the omophorion over here, which is always on top. And then the sakos will come like this. There's short sleeves. And come straight down below the knee. And as you can see, before drawing the sakos, I've already got the legs in the right position. If you try and draw them once after drawing the sakos, it will probably come out in the wrong place. And here we can see the sleeves. Epimanikia. The omophorion coming out like this. And over his arm. Part of the cross over here. We have the crosses on the omophorion. I always like to draw the crosses with the parallel line slightly curved along the same line as the edges, so that it comes out more lifelike. And now on the circles we will draw the polystyrene, and we're going to make a grid pattern with a ruler. And now that we've got the grid pattern, we will shade in the dark crosses, the black crosses. Leaving the white ones. Once you've got the pattern in, then you can erase the marks from the white crosses. So there we have the bishop circles and polystyrene pattern. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Till next time, keep drawing.